Matthew, mind riffing a bit on the medium is the message idea. Sure. This was a novel idea for me. Thanks for that. Even late to the party, I can pass along to my boys. The concept of medium is the message is that stemmed from a lot of guys telling me that they were remember, this is back in like the mid 2000s when we were in the So Suave days. I had guys who were saying like, "Oh, Rolo, I don't know what she means. She's sending me mixed messages." I'm like, "Bullshit, she's sending you mixed messages. Her behavior is the message." And that's where the term medium is the message came from. I realize it's actually, I forget who the actual quote was from. It was, I want to say it was an artist or a political agitator or something like that. I forget the guy who said the medium is the message, but it just came to me at that point. So I kind of reused that quote for a principle, which is that women don't mix messages. They don't. A woman who's into you will not confuse you, and so most men, especially blue pill guys, will take women at face value. So when you're sort of stuck in the blue pill, you use deductive male logic. Most blue pill guys, gamma males, whatever you want to call them, beta males, they use deductive logic when it comes to trying to solve their reproductive problem. When they're trying to figure out, well, what do women really want? I remember people asking that when I was in my teens in the 80s. What do women really want? Oh, they want a guy who's funny. Then Louis Anderson and Danny DeVito will be swimming in top shelf poon if that was the fucking case, and they're not. So it's not just that. It's like, it's when you go and you ask, like, it's one thing to take chick advice, like dating advice, seriously, chick advice for men, seriously. It's another thing to go and petition it from them and say, what do you really want? I'm making an Excel spreadsheet so I can learn, so I can be the better tool for you, right? And the problem is women are never going to tell you outright because they want you to just get it. The guy that they want to fuck doesn't ask, what do women want? He already fucking knows because he's had enough women fuck him that he's like, okay, this is like good. Now I know what works for me. It's figuring it out on your own. So when I was talking about the medium is the message, like guys would say, well, she's sending me mixed messages. No, her behavior is the message. If she's flaking on dates, that's the message. If she's like trying to run you down and suck your dick at every opportunity, that's a pretty positive message right there, right? That's definite interest. So there's the behavioral aspect of it. And a lot of people kind of like, I think they kind of oversimplify this with by saying, well, watch what a woman does and don't listen to what she says. No, both. Do both. Listen to what she says and then watch what she does, because the truth or the real message is in between the cognitive dissonance from what she's saying versus what she's actually doing. Okay. So if she says, oh, I don't fuck guys on the first date, and then she fucks guys on the first date, well, the medium is the message, right? And the message can also be the cognitive dissonance of her breaking rules for alphas and making rules for betas. So that's how you learn those principles, those maxims of the red pill, by listening to what she says and seeing how it jives with what she actually does. The medium is the behavior. The message is what that behavior implies about what her motives are, what her incentives are, what's rewarding for her. This is my background is not in evolutionary psychology. It's in behaviorism. It's in behavioral psychology. So it's what is rewarding, what is incentivizing that behavior. That's where the medium is the message comes from. It's analyzing behavior. It's what's called operant conditioning or classic conditioning. Like, what does the behavior tell you about the incentives and the impulses and the prompts to that? It could be in any organism. Like behaviorism applies to animals too, right? So what is the behavior telling you is rewarding for that animal? In this case, we're talking about humans, right? So that's really where the medium is the message comes from.